Hello there. Today's video, how to really connect with your prospects. I'll give you the title again, how to really connect with your prospects. The reason for this particular topic is because many people think they are connecting with their potential customers when they're having sales conversations with them, but are they really? Are you really connecting with them, or are you simply talking with them and talking at them, not having a real conversation? I mean, to be fair, traditional sales coaching says in order to get someone to buy from you, they've got to like you, right? You must get people to like you. If people don't like you, they won't buy from you, okay? But truly, that's probably 140 years out of date, right? I mean, the bottom line is this. That's focusing on the wrong part of a relationship you're having with your prospect, okay? It's really all about connecting with them, not getting them to like you, okay? They can like you all they like, but they're not going to buy anything, right? If they really connect with you, there is a chance that they will actually listen to any solution you've got for their problem. And to connect with them, they've got to trust you and they've got to respect you. And in this video today, I want to share with you 4 ways that you can connect with anyone at all, and have respect and trust with them. And in so doing, improve your chances of being able to improve your sales results, okay? My name is Peter Beckett. I'm the Village Marketer. And as always, talking to you from my little Thai village. And it's very stinking hot today. My little Thai village way up near the Cambodian border. And just let me recognize a couple of people. Gina, good to see you. Gina Jen, good to see you. Ruth Martin, thank you very much for joining, Ruth. Anyone in Bustleton, go and see Ruth Martin in her secondhand bookshop. She'll give you a great deal. Okay, there you go, Ruth, free plug. Marva, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Terence James, good to see you. Steve Hall, thank you. Marva, Terence, Steve, Ruth, and who others there? I've missed a few. I better get cracking, okay? Thanks for joining me. I know you're busy, okay? Sure. Okay. So how to really connect with people, okay? Really connect with your prospects. The first one I'm going to suggest to you is this. Start, how would you say this? Open with a provocative question. Open with a provocative question. Marv, good morning. Good morning, Marva. Thank you very much. Lovely to see you. Open with a provocative question. People don't like yes people, right? People who say anything to make them, to try and make the other person feel good, right? I mean, that's fake. That's not authentic. And truly people see straight through that. I would suggest you think about this. In order to get people's attention, you need some sort of pattern interrupt, right? I mean, one time in one of these Facebook Lives, I had my granddaughter here introduce me. That was a pattern interrupt. I mean, she did a better job than I did, actually. But the bottom line is this. How can you do a pattern interrupt? Well, one of the ways to do that is to ask a provocative question. Here's a really good example. It happened to me just 2 days ago. This person was talking to me about my sales coaching program, and we were talking about what's happening in his business, all right? And he said to me, Peter, I've got a major problem. I said, what's the problem? He said, the problem is my son-in-law works with me. I said, well, isn't that good? He said, well, he's working with me because he lost his job, and it was sort of a family thing. I'm trying to look after him as much as I can to be a part of the family. But the thing is, he hates sales. He hates sales. So my question really was, and it was provocative, right? And by the way, I mean, let's call him Stephen, but his name's not Stephen. I said, Stephen, tell me, how can you keep your family and your business decisions separate? How can you do that? That was a provocative question that we spent the next 30 minutes on, okay? It was extremely valuable to him and to me to get to understand him, and to him to clarify his thinking. And be quite frank with you, in the end of 30 minutes, do you think I had some trust and respect from Stephen? Of course I did, because I listened and I helped and I tried to understand, okay? So asking a provocative question is a marvelous way to start building a real connection with people. Michael Cook, thank you for joining me. Margaret, good to see you as well, okay? The second way to build trust and respect, in other words, get a real connection, is to just drop the enthusiasm, okay? Don't come across too salesy. That's the main thing to go. You know that. I mean, you don't need to be smooth. You don't have to have a perfect presentation. Be imperfect. Be authentic. Be you. And I mean, for example, here's me, okay? Those who know me know that I try to pitch my Facebook Lives at the simplest level possible. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm a simpleton, all right? But I try to keep them simple so I can engage people, okay? Not that I think the people who are watching me are stupid. That's not what I'm saying. But I like to keep, many people complicate things. I like to keep things as simple as possible. And yet some of the things I'm sharing with you are quite sophisticated, all right? Next one. Make it all about them. This is a key issue. If you want to get it doesn't matter who the prospect is, to connect with you, make it all about them. Let me ask you this. Who do you think the prospect is most concerned about? Well, stupid question. Of course, they're concerned about them, their challenge, their pain point, their whatever it is, okay? But who do you think most salespeople, what do they think about? Do they think about that? Or do they think about their presentation and the value they're going to give and their offer and their company history and etc. and their sales potential, right? They think about them too. So we've got a disconnect, right? We've got a prospect that's thinking about them and their problems, and we've got often a salesperson is thinking about themselves and what they want to do. And that's a disconnect. And that's no way to build a connection, that's for sure, right? So what you need to do is focus on the prospect, not on yourself. Focus totally on them. Now, this is a big problem. And you may say, Peter, I don't have that. Oh, Betty White, thank you for joining. Lynette, good to see you. Thank you very much indeed. No problem being late. Lovely to see you, okay? Tan from Vietnam, good to see you as well. Now, I've got a question for you. You may say, look, Peter, I always put the prospect first. Okay, do you really? Think about this. I want you to be really honest, okay? Think about this. Here's a question for you. Ready? And I'm going to test whether you think about the prospect first. The question is this. Let's pick somebody out here. Betty White. Hello, Betty. Betty, you're my prospect. Sorry, I'm your prospect, and I say to you, Betty, why should I deal with you? Why should I deal with you? Now, think about this for a moment. We haven't got time. This is not going to be a classroom discussion, all right? The bottom line is this. If you answered that question honestly, what would you have said? Okay, why should people deal with you? Now, if you mentioned they should deal with you because of your experience, because of your success record, because of your knowledge, because of your company's great customer service, because of your price options, because of all these things, if you mention any of those, well, then you're thinking of yourself. You're not thinking of your prospect, all right? However, if you answered, why should people deal with you? And you answered, because I am the person who's prepared to sit and listen and really understand and see whether I can find a solution for you. And if not, I will tell you anyway. That type of approach. So think about that, all right? Make it all about them. Put the prospect in there. Next one, last one, right? Dig deep into their challenges, into their pain points. Ask them, by all means, ask them about their challenges, pain points, desires, destinations, whatever it may be. Find out from them what's stopping them from getting there, all those type of questions, which we've done in other videos. But the important point of this is, do not accept their first or second or even their third answer as the ultimate thing. Keep digging. Find out why. Keep exposing more and more, like peeling an onion, right? But don't cry, eh? Peeling an onion, okay? Keep them uncovering more and more about themselves. And you do it in a conversational way by simply saying, Terence James is my prospect. Terence, that's interesting. Tell me a little bit more, okay? I don't quite see why that's the case. Keep them going. Keep them talking and explaining to you. And that what they're doing is clarifying to themselves at the same time. And the more clarity they can give to themselves, guess what? the more value they put on the conversation they're having with you, the more trust and respect that you get from them, and the closer your connection will be. All right? So ask questions that dig deeply. Now, if you don't know what sort of questions that you could ask them, send me a personal message and I'll give you some samples you can look at, all right? But I'm sure most of you probably know that already. Marvin, because I can solve their problem. Marva, right on the button. Absolutely, that's correct. Well done. If you think that way, why people should deal, I mean, they are Marva Dean, okay? You want to deal with somebody who thinks of prospects first, I'm just giving Marva a plug. She thinks of you first, not of herself. Well done. All right. Now, build deep connections based on respect and trust. And if you do that, you will have an unbelievable business. Here's my call to action for you. And by the way, thank you very much for joining me today. I appreciate each and every one of you, Terence and Marva and everyone else. My call to action is this. If you'd like to know how to 10x your sales with no pitching, I have a free PDF for you. How to 10x your sales with no pitching. If you're interested, don't leave me a comment. Send me a personal message if you're watching this on live or on the replay, or if you're watching on YouTube and upload it there, leave me a comment. Peter, the 10x your sales, and I'll give you the access to it, all right? So, thank you, Terence, appreciate that. Thanks for Sanjay, thanks for joining. Pamela McCarthy, I'm just finishing. If you can watch the replay, I'd appreciate it. All the very best, my very best wishes from Thailand. Take care. Happy selling. Bye for now.